I guess so. I mean, it's up to, what do you think?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Good morning. Morning, everybody.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you,
I'll speak.
Yes, good morning.
good morning.
Dale, could you speak into the mic?
My name is Dale Posey. I'm the hearing officer for this morning's administrative hearings. These hearings are being held to consider the following items, or to consider your items. Our first three items are phone-in pleas, and the last two are in person here at the hearing room. These hearings are being recorded. There's a sign-in sheet for those that are present in the front. Please be sure to sign in for our records so that if necessary, we can contact you in the future regarding the items you're here for. The individual hearings will proceed as follows. I'll read the citation. Those who intend to speak will be sworn in. The Department of Public Works will have up to 3 minutes to present their case. The appellant or property owner will have up to 3 minutes to present testimony. Then I'll take public comments. After public comments, DPW will have up to 1 minute to present a rebuttal. Then the appellant will have up to 1 minute for a rebuttal. As I call you, please clearly state your name into the microphone before you present your testimony. So who's on the phone?
This is Abdullah Edwan and my wife Sandra Edwan from Red Cafe.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Sterling with Mission Picnic. I was scheduled to call this number.
Okay, so we're going to start off with Abdullah Edwin.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Citation 213-98220. And I guess we can go ahead and swear you in.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Please raise your
Morning.
right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Yes.
Thank you. Go ahead. Ines.
Okay, so Public Works responds and inspects
Ines.
properties. Oh, I'm sorry. Enos, representing Public Works, Public Information Officer. Okay.
Go ahead.
So Public Works responds and inspects properties reported as a nuisance and cleanliness issues. Violations are documented specific to the property at the time of inspection. So at the time of inspection, this particular property was in violation of 35A, misuse of a city litter receptacle, and MHC 280, dumping of refuse in designated areas, prohibited. On Sunday, June 2nd, 2019, at approximately 9:51, as part of zone inspections, I discovered an infraction at the city can near 2894 Mission Street. I found a box labeled to Red Cafe and other cardboard boxes of items known to this business abutting the city can on Mission Street at 25th Street. The service days for this business are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the boxes were found on Sunday. Since the boxes set out next to the city can are known to this business and labeled to Red Cafe at 2894 Mission Street, I issued a citation for violating ordinance MPC 35A and MHC 280 to Red Cafe Restaurant. And this is the scene that I found. So these items, bacon and egg crates, were known to this business. And then the center picture shows the label specific to Red Cafe, but it's more items that are known to their business. And prior to this, on December 26th, they were issued an outreach notice educating them about proper cardboard placement. And that specific notice said, please do not set your unwanted cardboard on the sidewalk without an authorized service with Recology. failure to comply with this requirement could result in citations and fines. And that concludes my presentation.
All right, Mr., I'm sorry, the appellant, can you go ahead and give your presentation?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Abdullah Edwan, and I have next to me my wife, Sandra Edwan. We own Red Cafe. And one of the challenges we have is that we located right on the corner, 25th and Mission, which, make all these neighboring merchants and residents dump their garbage in our corner. And we caught many of them with paper trails dumping garbage in our area. We usually instruct our employees to, put the cardboard boxes during collection days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. In that particular day, a garbage collector was supposed to pick garbage, but with the exception of those 2 boxes or 3, maybe it shows Red Cafe on them, the rest of them were not ours because we put ours to the right of the bench. There is a bench which also attracts a lot of homeless over in that area. We put our garbage to the right of the bench right on the corner, but a lot of the boxes were next to the city receptacle. We never ever use city receptacles. We seen other merchants doing it, and I provided the inspector with some of the names with those businesses who do not have contractual garbage services with Sunset Scavenger. And the other challenge we have, we close at 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m., a lot of merchants start dumping their refuse in our area. So it's pretty hard for us to maintain control over it, but we're doing the best we can. And moving forward after this notice, we instructed our staff again to put our garbage, cardboard boxes, and garbage only during collection days, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think my wife has a couple of things just to add.
Yes, like we said, we never intend and they know that the garbage is for the city and from supposed to drop it when they pass it, so they don't drop it in the floor, the garbage. And we know that, and we understand that. But we have a proof that immediately we put the garbage outside, homeless come and dig through the garbage. And this week is out of control when they move the garbage, in boxes. We can do much about it, I think. So we can have a security guard to guard the whole night, the garbage or the boxes.
Thank you, sir. This concludes our rebuttal.
All right, is there any public comment? Seeing none, do you have any?
I just want to add that he mentioned that he provided a list of other businesses that didn't have service, that he suspected did not have service. I did look at those, but none of them were restaurants. And so we're looking at refuse clearly
Can we
from
look at the
restaurants.
photos again?
Sure.
Put those right back up.
So I have 2 slides of pictures. So it's pancake mix. This one on the right, this is bananas at the top, but it says grocery department in the middle. And then the middle one is specific to Red Cafe.
So yeah, there's a label on there that
Yes.
identifies them, and that's in the garbage. So which side of the garbage can, Mr. Abdallah?
Yeah, we put it to the right of the garbage can, way away from the city receptacle.
And we put it between the garbage, and those one was being moved to the garbage, to the city garbage.
But we see
We
pictures.
never.
We're looking at photos with garbage on both sides of the can in containers with your labels on them.
Yeah, these are boxes. This is not their trash. This is just cardboard that was set out.
For recycle, right?
Right, and this was on a Sunday, but their service days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
So, and what time on Sunday was it out there?
It was discovered about 9:51 Sunday morning.
All right. Okay. Do you have anything else to offer here, Mr. Abdullah?
Myself, yeah, I just, want to, pledge, like I told the inspector, they're always, to work with the city, with the DPW, with the Sunset Scavenger, because it's our neighborhood. We always are trying to keep it maintained and clean all the time. And we're doing the best we can. And, we don't have any issues of, just putting the garbage on collection days. We have 3 days, which is many days for us to kind of, coordinate our garbage and cardboard boxes. So moving forward, we have no issues. The only thing, the problem and the challenge from the homeless and the neighboring merchants and the residents sometimes. That's the only challenge, because we are right on the corner.
Okay, I understand. I will go ahead and make a ruling, and you'll be notified by mail after sometime in the near future.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, our next hearing is citation 213-86318, Sterling Price. Are you online?
Hi there.
Are you online, Mr. Price?
Yes, my name's Sterling Price. I'm here. I'm available.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and swear you in.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're going to do that after the presentation by the Public Works.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's an audio recording, so make sure to, every time you speak, just mention your name.
PIO Enos Harris on behalf of Public Works. Today I'm presenting for Public Information Officer Sam Peoples. On Monday, March 11th, 2019, at approximately 6:42 p.m., while performing a routine inspection, PIO Peoples found a pile of broken down cardboard boxes on the sidewalk in front of 983 Valencia Street. Upon further inspection, he discovered a mailing label with the address of 983 Valencia Street affixed to one of the boxes. He was able to identify the owner of 983 Valencia Street to be Adam Nasir Living Trust. He then issued a citation to the Living Trust for the violation of MHC 280, commonly known as the Illegal Dumping Code. A copy of the citation notification was also forwarded to the tenant. So I have photos that were taken on that particular day. And that concludes my portion.
Mr. Sterling, Mr. Price, I'm sorry, we're going to go ahead and swear you in.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I swear.
All right, go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Price.
Okay, so I've been in business with Mission Picnic for 7 years. To my knowledge, this is our first citation. We moved from 22nd Street, which was a notoriously difficult street to, manage trash and cardboard, to Valencia Street. During this time, we were doing our expansion, building out, etc. I have trash service set up Monday through Saturday with locks on our containers, and we do put our cardboard next to our trash. Once we moved into a location with a recessed, front porch area. So it's recessed on our property, as well as 985 Valencia has a big recessed area. We have had an extremely difficult problem with homeless people moving our things, creating a mess. I've had to file 3 police reports. I've had my wife's life threatened by these people numerous times. We finally put up gates protecting that, and they've since moved on, and we haven't had any problems with cardboard. but during this time, people would move things around. They would scatter things. They would, do that. And again, like the previous person mentioned, we also close at 4. We're a morning place, so it's very difficult. And we start at 4 in the morning. So when we're out of here at 4, we're completely dead exhausted, and I'm simply asking for leniency in this situation. We've tried to beautify Valencia. We've tried to put in a good business, and we take a great care in our trash, and it's extremely expensive. We pay our bills like $1,400 a month, but we still try to make this work and keep our area clean and do power washing and those kind of things. But dumping is not part of what we do at Mission Picnic, and I'm hoping that we can have some resolution here.
Okay. Do you have anything further, Enos? Do you have access to the photos, Mr. Price?
I do not have them available. I think they were given to my landlord or something, and he told me that we had a citation.
So we're looking at pictures in front of 985. There's quite a bit of cardboard. It's mostly in boxes. It's contained, but some of it has obviously been fallen out of the containers, of the boxes that they're in. And then I see some cardboard over in front of 985, right in front of the door. It looks like somebody had laid it there on the doormat.
That's where those people had been living. It's a group of 7 individuals who primarily live in the Haight Street on the streets, and they had moved into that area for months.
And you say they're no longer there?
To my knowledge, we have not had a problem with them. I've been in contact with Brandon Rock over at the Mission Street Police Station. He's set up I guess what's called a daily pass-by to get them out of there. But they would dump hundreds of whippets. They would lay our cardboard out, defecate on the street in front of it, and we had to clean this up daily. It was quite a nightmare. And I think that when this happened, that was the beginning of when they were moving in and starting to move our stuff around and throw it out, and lay it out, that kind of thing.
So this was occurring, the citation was 311. Have we had any other complaints at this location?
No, not at this location. They moved, as he stated, from, I guess it was 22nd Street over to this one. But in this particular on Valencia, I think this was the first incident there.
Nothing subsequent?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, Mr. Price, I will make my ruling, and you'll be notified by mail what the results are from that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have a good day
Have a
now.
good day. Take care. Bye.
All right, so we're just a little behind, just a minute. Do we have the next phone call-in appellant? This would
Frank?
be
Yeah, I'm here.
Frank McGinn.
How you doing?
Hi.
Actually, you guys are on time, 9:20 on the dot.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're going by your clock. Mr. McGinn, we are going to, the DPW is going to read the citation, and then we're going to swear you in. All right?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so my name is Enos with Public Works. I am presenting on behalf of PIO Natalie Chin. During a routine inspection, Wednesday, May 8th, 2019, she found cardboard boxes placed alongside a city receptacle on Irving Street at 8th Avenue. Upon further inspection, she found shipping labels addressed to Amazing Fantasy at 650 Irving Street. Collection at this address is on Monday and Thursday. This business was cited for the same issue in the past. Therefore, she issued a citation for violating MHC 280 and MPC 35A. And so these are the photos of what she found that particular day. Let me turn it this way. So the boxes are all stacked up there at the city can, and then she found a label on a few of them. And that's my case.
Okay. Mr. McGann, do you have a rebuttal? Oh, we're going to swear you in. I'm sorry.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
So on the first one where we were cited last year, so I didn't know what that was actually for, and I didn't have time to go through my records to find it. But I didn't know it was the same thing, because on that one, someone had actually pulled our cardboard out of the receptacle, and as you can see at the address, they dragged it all the way down the street, and they were sleeping on it. So I thought it was different. So then someone from your department had been in here earlier in the year, and I've sent an emailed description of the person to, who is the guy's name here? I think it's Simon, that, you know, I spoke to someone about this, showed them how we were disposing of the boxes now, because if they go out at night, they get dragged all over the place. So what I do is I put them out Tuesday morning, and it's not, I mean, and you can look at the pictures. I'm not trying to hide that they're mine. You know, I don't take the labels off. But, you know, they're all bound right next to the trash. So it's not like I'm trying to get away with something. So I spoke to this gentleman who came in, told him what we were doing, and he said that that shouldn't be a problem. And we've been doing that for the last, I'd say, 3-4 months and had no problems, and then we got this citation. And so what I've done since then is I don't even put the boxes out there anymore. I don't even put them in the trash. Here, I have to drag them all the way to my house because I have no trouble with people pulling stuff out of it there, and I dispose of them there. The other thing I checked with is I checked a few other businesses here, and everybody that I checked with, they all got warnings. We never, ever got a warning on either one of these citations. I checked with 9th Avenue Market. They got a warning, no citation. I checked with Local Take. They got warnings, no citations. And then I checked with Posh Bagel, no citations. They only got a warning. So I'm just wondering, why is it that we never got a warning, and not only did we get a citation, we got a citation for $200.
So I can respond to that. The records indicate that a warning was issued May 15th from, I'll show the picture that was included with that warning. So these boxes, these are again at the city can, and it says 5:15 at 11:11 a.m. This was the scene found at the city can. The boxes are broken down and left there.
Well, we've never received a warning, ever. We've only gotten citations.
Okay.
And so another thing is I want to find out, you know, I sent a detailed description of the gentleman who was in here, and I've yet to receive any, you know, callback to see who this person was. But, I mean, he worked for you guys. He had his little lanyard. And like I said, I've sent 2 emails, you know, about his description and to see if they could figure out who he was. And I have heard nothing back.
Who did you send the emails to?
Simon?
So you emailed Simon to ask the person, to ask who the person was that you spoke to?
Exactly, like who was in my store. And, you know, he, I mean, never got back to me about it. Well, and then the other thing is, and I know this doesn't make any difference, this is the 3rd scheduled hearing for this. The first 2, you know, the first one I got an email the night before saying it was canceled. Then the second one, it didn't even work. So I've actually had to pay my employee twice to cover my shift, which has cost me money. And now I'm doing this a 3rd time.
So I'm filling in for the primary PIO, but I can follow up with Simon to get the emails to try to figure out the person that came into your store. But that still doesn't negate that you left the boxes at the city can.
Oh, no, I'm not denying that 100%.
Okay.
And like if I was, right, I'd be trying to trick you guys and I'd rip off all my labels.
Okay.
Because then you couldn't prove it, right? But I don't lie, I don't steal, I don't cheat.
Okay.
But I would not have been putting them out there like that if someone had said that that would be okay to do.
Okay, I understand. I will follow up with Simon to try to get a description and find the person that told you these things.
Well, and I can also, I mean, I've got all my emails that I've sent to him. So, like, if you want to send me your email, I'll forward you all the emails.
Okay. So I'll follow up with Simon and I will email you today because you emailed Simon, correct?
Oh, I've been emailing him back and forth for a month now.
Okay, so I'll get your email from him and I will follow up with you today when I get back to the office.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, and so like I said, the other thing is, you know, I can guarantee this won't ever happen again. And I would prefer definitely not to have to pay the fine because that's a lot of money. And I can't imagine why, because I think the first one might have been $100, and then I guess they got me for two different things here, and that's $200. And like I said, for a little business like us, that could be a whole day's worth of sales.
All right, Mr. McGinn, I will make my ruling, and you'll be notified by mail what that result is.
Gotcha. Well, and then can I also try to find out who it was that I spoke with after we do our email back and forth?
We don't know that. You'll have to identify them specifically. When we don't have the capability to, there's hundreds of people here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I sent a general description of his appearance.
We're,
You know, I know you
I'm
got
sorry,
hundreds of people, but
we're not capable of doing that. If you can figure out who that person was by name, then that would be easy to handle, but we cannot do that.
oh no, I mean, I wish I could. I mean, he was literally here for maybe 5 minutes.
Sure, I totally understand. I understand how frustrated you are there. However, I will make my decision, and you'll be notified by mail.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, and if you have to fine us, if you could at least cut it down, I mean, that I would appreciate that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. So that concludes our phone hearings. And so now we're going to move on to the presentations by the folks that are here. The 9:40, we can just take just a momentary break here. Oh, are you here, sir? Are you, okay. Just give us a moment here. Do we have? Yeah, just have a seat. Do we have the DPW person? Oh, it's Enos again, okay. Good deal. Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I'm only copying her. She said it to me. I know it's hard. Yeah, everybody has to learn. I appreciate that. All right. So is Public Works ready for this next presentation? This would be for 1001 Valencia Street.
Oh, that is me. Yes.
So we're about 10 minutes ahead of schedule.
Okay.
If everybody's willing to do this, we'll continue.
It's like, what happened to the 9:30? Okay. Oh. You let me get all comfortable, sit down?
So at 9:30 canceled? All right, so after the hearing, I want to have a conversation with, were you going to handle the 9:30 prison hearing? Let's go ahead and start. Okay. The next hearing is for 1001 Valencia Street, citation number 213-98227. Is the appellant here? Sir, did you sign in? Okay. So why don't you come on up? We're going to swear you in. When you speak? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Enos Pio Harris, and I am representing Public Works. So at the time of inspection, this property was in violation of MPC 35A, misuse of a city litter receptacle, and MHC 280, illegal dumping. On Sunday, June 2nd, 2019, at approximately 11 o'clock a.m., as part of zone inspections, I discovered an infraction at the city can in front of 1001 Valencia. I found cardboard boxes labeled to Decamere Supermarket, abutting the city can and on the sidewalk in front of the store at 1001 Valencia. The service day for this business is Thursday, and the boxes were found on Sunday. Since the boxes were set out next to the city can and labeled to 1001 Valencia 4 days before the scheduled service, I issued a citation for violating ordinance MPC 35A and MHC 280 to the supermarkets. So these are the photos that I found that particular day. You see the boxes broken down next to the city can, and then I took a picture of the one in the middle actually has the address labeled to their business. And it says in January 23rd of this year, an outreach notice was issued to this particular business. And the note in that said, please do not set your unwanted cardboard on the sidewalk without an authorized service from Ecology. Failure to comply with this requirement could result in citations and fines. And that concludes my case.
All right. Will the appellant come forward and be sworn in?
All right, go right here.
Good morning, sir. Please state your name for the record.
Alamayo Mahari.
Just speak on that.
Alamayo Mahari.
Thank you, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Well, we've been in the business over 22 years. We doing cardboard outside. We have garbage containers, which is for the garbage. The cardboards, there's people's coming every night and every morning. They pick it up, the cardboard. But that day, the guy, he didn't show up to pick it up at nighttime. And he says he called me and he's going to pick it up in the morning. I said, I just left it to the front door. Actually, I wasn't even put it next to the garbage container. I put it on the other side of the building, close to my entrance. So that's what I get the ticket was. We never had any warning. We never had any problem before. That's what I'm saying.
That's all you want to say?
Yeah.
Do you have any rebuttal to that? So the citation, the question I have for you is, so you don't have a garbage or a recycling service?
We do.
You do?
For recycling, no.
Not for recycling?
No, for recycling. People's coming every night, pick it up and go.
I think you need to work with the Public Works folks and Recology to make those kind of arrangements.
You may have misunderstood the question. So do you have all 3 garbage cans serviced
Yes.
every week? Okay, he
Yeah.
does have it.
So he does
I do
have
it,
that.
Yeah.
So you can put the cardboard in those receptacles.
The thing is, our garbage container and cardboard container I can show it to you. It's very small.
Yeah.
Every day we have deliver comes, so it's not gonna be fit to put it in a bag.
So you might have to get those enlarged you can buy, or you can make arrangements to get larger service. Could you not?
I didn't know. It's been over 22 years. I never even have any problem with that.
Yeah. You're still responsible for the cardboard that ends up on the sidewalk, though.
Even I don't get any warning, I don't get nothing,
Well,
just,
on January 23rd, you were sent a notice about placing your,
yeah, well,
our
I
records
remember.
indicate that you
I
received
remember.
a notice.
Sorry. I remember he came over, he asked me, is your boxes? When we talking each other, the container, the recycled container person came over, he put it in. That's what I put it every morning for, every night for him. And he just left. He didn't even give me warning to.
Yeah. But at that point, even though he comes every morning, when you know that he's not coming, you have to take the stuff off the street.
It's the first time happening, sir. Never.
I understand.
It's the first time. He always come at nighttime, he picked it up. But I don't know, that day he didn't show up and he called me. I'm not gonna pick it up tonight, but just leave it in front of the store. I'll pick it up in the morning, he says. That's what I left it.
I understand. Okay, I'll go ahead and make my ruling, and you'll be notified by mail.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You ready to go? Sir, we'll call you up in a few minutes after the citation hearing. So this is for citation number 214-01428 at 320 Mason Street.
Yes.
Department of Public Works presentation.
Hi, morning. Sir, could you please come up, please? Oh, over there, by the mic,
Right here.
Right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please state your names for the record.
My name is Daniel Padilla, and I represent Cafe Mason at 320 Mason Street.
Peachy Mathias, Public Information Officer for Public Works.
Thank you. Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear that the testimonies you're about to give today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a seat, sir.
Good morning. On Sunday, June 23rd, 2019, at around 9:30 a.m., I was in the area when I noticed a black bin out on the sidewalk in front of the restaurant. After investigating, I verified that the black bin belongs to this address and that there is no scheduled pickup for their black bin on Sunday. Around the corner in the alley, I also found cardboard boxes strewn on the sidewalk and the green bin out. The business was already open for customers. This location has been issued notices previously for the same code violations. Between April 15th, 2018 through June 23rd, 2019, 4 citations have been issued for overflowing trash, uncontainerized cardboard boxes, and bins out on a non-collection day. Prior to the citations, Public Works has issued written and verbal warnings to this address since May 2016. Because the violation continues, a citation for PWC 178 and MHC 280 were issued. So here, what I wanted to show is kind of the history of this location. Starting in 2014, 320 Mason Street, the cafe, has been issued warnings as it relates to leaving the bins out, cardboard boxes, and illegal dumping. Actually, all of these, with the exception of 1 or 2, were issued by me. The one from 2014 was issued by me, and the very last one in June 2019 was issued by me. On a couple of occasions also, I have spoken with the manager of the cafe. Right now, I can't recall his name, but he's a tall Hispanic Caucasian gentleman. And most recently, I was there this past Sunday, which is the 21st. Just was going through my area, and I just happened to pass by this place. There were cardboard boxes again against the building on the side of the cafe in the alley. I did not take any photos, but I did make a mental note of it. So the site,
Before you leave, can you explain what the O, N, and CO on the violation, what is this? What is
oh yeah, oh yes. So O stands for outreach. That can be verbal or written, meaning it's a letter just reminding the business that there is a code violation that exists. N is notice of violation. That's the warning. That is the notice that is issued before a citation. So this is our second attempt saying, hey, you know, there's something going on here, there's a code violation. In this particular case, as you can see in 2014, 2015, and 2017, 2017, Public Works was back there again and issued a warning for a different code violation. One is for illegal dumping, which is MHC 280, and MHC 283 is improper containerization. And C is for citation. And to the right of that, there is an amount. Now, that is a total amount for the citations for the citation that was issued on that day.
Thank you. Now, go
Okay.
ahead and move on to your.
So on this day, the 23rd of June, this is what I saw, and I did take a photo. So this is as you can see, there is a black bin right there in front of the cafe. And I did check to make sure that it does belong to this address. And I did check the Recology account and confirm that they have no scheduled pickup on a Sunday for the black bin. And this is around the corner. This is the alley. As you can see, this is the yellow building. And right there, so this is where the alley is, like right about here. So this is what I saw on this day. And that is one of the labels that is a label for one of the cardboard boxes.
Can you put that picture back up? So the label, I want to focus on that for a minute. Whoop.
You want me to focus on it?
Mason Diner, okay. All right.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So here's another one. So again, this is there you go. This is from a different angle now. Now I'm in the alley shooting towards Mason Street. What I'm trying to show here is where the cardboard boxes are located on this day. And right here is the green bin that I saw. And this green bin was actually next to their side door, the cafe's side door. Because there is a side door that is right here. I don't know if you can see that, right here. So this is the door of the cafe. I believe, I've never looked in there, but from whenever I pass by, what I can hear is like the kitchen area. So there's a door that goes in towards the cafe.
And you say the bin was just to this side?
Yes.
Towards you? From the,
Yes, it's just out of the photo.
okay.
And right here.
Oh, I see it.
Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that the left photo shows, again, my back. I'm in the alley now, looking towards Mason Street, and Cafe Mason is to my left, and the door I was talking about that goes into the cafe's kitchen, that is this black square looking or rectangle. And as you can see, there is a green bin next to it. And you can also see the cardboard boxes ahead. And then right around the corner on Mason Street is where the black bin's located. And I knew the cafe was open at the time because I did see people going in and out. I saw some workers in there. The place was pretty crowded. And again, in the kitchen, I saw there were goings-on in the kitchen. That's it for now.
Okay, sir, you can come up to the mic and state your name. And
My name is Daniel Padilla, and I represent Cafe Mason. I'm the general manager. All I can say is all the statements that she was giving, they're all true and correct. The problem that we have with this is we're open 24 hours. We never close, and we have two main problems. One is homeless, the ones that's all that kind of mess, because whenever we bring the boxes, we nicely pack them. Second is the Ecology, Golden Gate Disposal. They don't have a set time to come and pick up the garbage, the garbage bins. They pass anywhere in between 8 p.m. to noon. I have complained many times to Ecology, including the drivers. All they have said that they don't have a budget to have enough drivers. Drivers always complain that they have their routes, they're doing two-man job. That's why they don't have a set time. Like I said, as soon as they pick it up, we always bring the bins inside right away. We don't leave them out. Or for instance, that was, I think, a mistake. That green bin that she was showing, that was already empty. My workers bring it. They were about to bring it in, but they had a huge delivery by the entrance. So that's the reason that they didn't bring it in. I know there's no excuse, but they have no other way to bring it in.
just curious, so this was on a Sunday, correct?
Correct.
When is your recycle pickup? When is your
The boxes, they pick them up every day.
7 days a week?
7 days a week. The black bin, I don't recall what is the days, but I believe it's a Monday through Friday.
So the black bin was out there for 2 days?
I think, well, they have a rule. If they don't pick it up by 1 p.m., that's the deadline I give them. They bring it in. But as you can see, I mean, it was full, but it's not overflow. It's still. I know it looks bad, but probably it was there until at least 1 p.m.
So I'm confused here. You're saying that the bin was out on the street on Sunday.
On Sunday. They bring it up by mistake.
That you bring it in right after the
right after 1.
Right after the pickup.
Yeah.
So it's out on Sunday, but your pickup is scheduled for Friday.
For Friday, that was the latest, yeah.
And you're on Sunday now, that's 2 days later.
No, they bring it in every day. They bring it in and out. They weren't careful to bring it out. They didn't. I don't know if it was a new dishwasher. I don't recall that day, but they bring it out by mistake.
Okay. Okay.
But that's one of the main issues I have. You know, the main issue is Golden Gate Disposal. They don't have a set times, and I mean that's a big problem because we don't have like a big storage where we can keep all like that amount of boxes. Mm-hmm. That's why we keep breaking it and bringing it in. That's only for a couple days. If we keep doing that, then it's going to be overcrowded with the garbage. I know it's not the right thing to do to leave them out, but like I said, like by 1 p.m. the day pass, they supposed that was like the deadline. That's when we bring it in. I don't know what or what is the best thing to do, or what time we should bring it in if they don't pass.
I don't have a solution for you, sir. PG, do you have anything?
So the way the code is for what we call 24/7 bins, this is the bins out for collection. The way the code reads is 6 p.m. the night before garbage pickup day. And if Recology, well, firstly, there was no pickup, scheduled pickup on a Sunday. And from what you're telling me, the garbage pickup day is supposed to be Friday. So if by Friday evening, there has not been a pickup, or rather, if by Friday morning or afternoon, there hasn't been a pickup, the bin should not have been there for 2 days.
No, that's only on the black garbage bin. The green garbage bin, we have 7 days a week.
Well, so we're talking about the same thing. So the black bin should not have been there for 2 days, so therefore it should have been brought in.
So,
As-
just for clarity, that's the first violation, that's the
178, correct.
178.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And as for the green bin, I understand there's some circumstances, but it still falls under it should have been brought in. That could have been a conversation, to explain to me that the green bin, there were some issues going on.
Well,
and that's
I have never talked to you in the past. You
Correct.
said you talked to the manager.
Yeah.
I'm the only manager there.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
there
please-
was a gentleman who I
Please
spoke.
direct your,
Yeah. Okay, now, as far as the cardboard boxes are concerned, this sounds like I gotta check the records, it sounds like it's a longer conversation, but the point being is, no trash should be out there on a non-scheduled, pickup day. Is that,
That sounds correct.
correct?
So, and to go back to you, so you're saying that they pick it up 7 days a week?
7 days, not on the
Now we're
garbage
talking,
bin, on
let's
the
just,
black one.
let's just set the definition here. We're talking about the cardboard boxes that were piled up against the side of your building in the alley.
Those are pick up 7 days a week.
7 days a week. What
Yes.
time is that pickup?
They don't have a set time. They can come anywhere from 8 p.m. to sometimes noon. That's the latest I have seen them.
And what time were these photos taken?
This was, the photos were taken at 9:30 on a Sunday
Sunday morning?
And may I add, there was no blue bin next to those cardboard boxes.
They were just stacked out there?
They were just stacked up, as you can see.
Do you have a blue bin, sir?
Yes, but the thing is, it's only bottles. The bottles, the people take them right away. So that's the reason they're probably empty, they bring it in.
Okay.
And the thing also is, as you can see, the boxes, appear to just have been strewn, as opposed to it being neatly piled. But the other thing also is, as an inspector, if the blue bin is out there, that is an indication for me that there is a scheduled time for pickup. When the cardboard boxes look like that on a Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. and there's no blue bin next to it, that to me appears to be illegal dumping.
Can he have multiple blue bins?
Yes. That is more a recology question. If the garbage service is insufficient, if Mr. Padilla, for his business, deems that his current garbage service is insufficient, he can increase it. He doesn't need Public Works to tell him that he needs to increase the service.
So, what she's saying here is that you can get another bin, one for cardboard and one for bottles if you prefer. You just have to arrange that service.
Well, that won't take care of the problem, because the problem is just that they don't come on time. So we don't have a set time.
But if those boxes were out there inside that blue bin, you would not have a problem with her.
But the boxes, they don't belong to the blue. Usually it goes with the food. They take all those with the food.
Is that true?
So yes, there's truth in that. If the cardboard is wax, then it's compostable. If there's no wax on the cardboard, then that is recyclable. In this particular case, because I've dealt with this before, not all of those are wax cardboard.
So some of the boxes could be in a blue box.
Correct.
And your other ones would be in the green container. Which is, again, you can get another green container.
Okay.
And may I just add, this location has been here for a while. And since 2014, I've been in this area, again, issuing notices, whether it's a warning, an outreach, and as aforementioned, I have had conversations with a manager, with staff.
Right.
And the Union Square CBD was with me at the time. But yet, Mr. Padilla says he's never had a conversation with me. I don't recall ever speaking with him. So there has never been a contact with me to clarify what can be done so this can be prevented. I could have, if he had contacted me, I could have made suggestions. And when I spoke with the staff, I have made suggestions. And I have also reminded them of what the code violations were and what would happen if the violations continue. So 5 years later, we're here now, and there seems to be no solution.
Well, I compromise myself to do what it takes. The only thing is, I would say that for that amount of boxes, some might have to be out, because I don't have a room for more than one extra container. I can take one more, but as you can see, that's a lot of boxes.
Well, again, some of those boxes are recyclable in the food container.
No, but
We'll have to
I
make
don't
that
have the space on
determination.
the green one anymore. They're always full all the way to the top, because we're open 24 hours.
And I'm not sure what your solution is going to be, sir, but you cannot continue to do this.
Okay.
So I'm going to break a little protocol here. I'm going to uphold the receptacle on the sidewalk and the right-of-way because I don't think your explanation does that due diligence. I'm going to continue to, I'm going to make another consideration on the illegal dumping of the boxes. And we'll let you know what those results are, both of them in writing,
Okay.
very soon.
Yeah, but I think something have to be done with the recology. They have to, I mean, not exactly a set time, but they should have a deadline not later than 7 a.m. I think that will be a solution. I don't know.
Well, I know if they don't pick it up, you can just call them.
Yeah, well, I call them many times, and they say, we're gonna send a
You have a
driver.
record of those phone calls? You should have a record.
Okay, so I will do
Keep
that.
yourself a little diary next to the phone, and then the next time you have this, you can talk. She's
Okay.
very approachable.
Okay. Oh,
You
well.
can talk to your public works officers at
Okay.
any time.
Well, I have talked to all of them, the ones with the red coat, the ones that is cleaning there's another crew that is sweeping and cleaning.
I can't imagine that any of them, they're all public servants, and they would be more than happy to help you where they can.
Actually, the ones with the red vest, those are the workers for the Union Square CBD. So what that is property owners, businesses pay an extra tax so that you have these people who help clean the streets. It's an extra service provided to them.
Right.
But their job is not to pick up necessarily
No.
everybody's trash.
But he's looking for solutions to
Yes.
trash. And the public works officer is more than happy to assist you and help you where they can.
Okay,
It is still your responsibility.
okay. Yes, sir.
All right. I think unless we have anything else, this should conclude this meeting.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.